How's it going, Rick? Good to see you again. How do you view your place on the defensive line? You've been here a while. Or do you consider yourself one of the leaders of the line and of the team?
Of course, I gotta think that way every practice, every game. So yeah, I do.
Rick, Jamar and over here, Jamar and Mo were in here talking about how complex to an offense this defense is. What is your impression through 5 practices of what Coach White and Coach Lindsey are kind of installing?
It's different. It's been a little of a struggle with me trying to understand the defense, but it's very special and it's gonna be some high impact coming this season.
The high expectations that you guys have as a defensive line unit, both internally and then there's so much talk outside as well. How does that kind of fit in play with what Coach White's bringing, and how does that help you guys in terms of being able to fit your skill sets?
Well, one, I know usually at my position it's not that much of a depth, but now we 11 deep, so that's been helping out a lot. It's more, I feel like more nowadays, it's not quantity and it's quality right now. So I feel like that's been helping us out a lot with D-line. And I don't play other positions, so I wouldn't know everything else. So yeah.
Hey, Rick.
What's up?
With Coach White, what's it been like since you've been around him, 7-8 months now and gotten to work with him on the field? What's sort of your impression of Coach White?
Everything's positive. He's a great coach. I like the new atmosphere. I enjoy it a whole lot. So yeah.
Coming off the summer with the strength program, do you feel noticeably stronger, quicker?
Yeah, I looked at my body pics, and going from winter, I look chubby, and I feel like I improved. My body improved a whole lot. I slimmed down a lot. Even when I went home for the break, my parents used to say I'm fat, and then when I got back, they was like, oh, okay, I see a difference. So Coach Day and the staff has most definitely been making my body a whole lot better.
Do you notice a difference from the offensive linemen when you're mixing up with those guys? Do they feel?
Yeah, my favorite person to go up against is Javon Glenn. He my roommate, all the other stuff. I feel like overall, he's the best competition I get from each day. He's the only person I know that I gotta come up with something different because I know he's gonna stop my main move. Yeah.
Rick, where is your confidence level right now going?
Confidence level is high. It's high, it's super high. I'm going into my senior year. I got to go out with a bang.
What's that mean for your game? Just when Rick Sandidge is clicking on every cylinder, what does that look like for you?
Being explosive, being high school Rick. I know my name ain't been as big as it need to be, but it's gonna be a change for sure.
Back to the complexity of the defense for you guys up front. What do you try to look for pre-snap? And are there any checks that you guys have to run to? And if there are pre-snap checks, are those coming from the DBs as well, or is someone from the sideline handling that?
Usually the Mike linebacker. Sometimes we gotta our own ourselves. If we got a motion, we gotta check something different, or it's coming. We got to know our stuff, but at the same time, if we don't know something, the linebackers and the DBs going to be there to give us a call.
Rick, how has Coach Lindsey most impacted your room?
Coming from having 4 different D-line coaches, I honestly like him a lot. It was Coach Lindsey is a guy to where he rathers quality over quantity. He wants you to get it right, not just keep on doing it over and over and over. He wants you to do it right, okay, understand how you're doing it right, and then get better from doing it.
From a technique standpoint,
Yeah.
where do you feel like you've improved most, learning from him over the last 8 months?
That's a good question. Yeah, I would have to say more footwork for me. So yeah.
Rick, you primarily 3 technique, or are they kind of moving you around?
It's either if I'm on the right side, tight call, it's all having to do with. If I'm gonna stay on the side, I'm gonna stay on that side.
Okay.
And then if we get a tight call to the right, tight left, so it's
And you mentioned getting back to high school, Rick. Just I'm curious, how would you evaluate your time on campus so far, and how eager are you to try to put kind of everything together?
My time on campus has been a roller coaster for sure. But I've had a lot of lessons that I've learned from, and I've made sure that I won't make those lessons happen or reoccur again.
Rick, first off, if it makes you feel any better, the last couple of Thanksgivings, I've been able to go home and see my mom. She's said the same thing to me about, having a little pudge. So don't feel bad about that. I'm just curious, man. Are you always this energetic and boisterous?
Yeah, you should ask like my teammates. I'm the dancer of the team. Like I do all the moves. I be like, hey, all that. Like I'm telling you, like I'm the energetic one for sure.
I'm assuming you have a TikTok account. You want to drop the handle?
I mean, I don't got a TikTok account, but I post videos of me dancing on my Snapchat and my Instagram. My Instagram is 90_reasons why, and I know that's corny because I changed my number, so I can't change it anymore. But like, yeah. So in my Snapchat is Rickyo_90. That's another thing. So I gotta change that, but I can't change it. But yeah, it was a big change. My mom was mad about me changing my number because I had it ever since high school. So it was like, why would you do that? So yeah.
So where does the dancing come from? Is that something that you've always done as a kid, or?
It's always I always try to keep a high energy no matter what. So like sometimes my teammates get annoyed when I play music in the locker room because we just got done practicing. You trying to make a dance video? Yeah. So
I say this with all due respect, but if you're gonna be the high school Rick, the goggles got to come back.
No
chance of that happening.
No chance in that because the goggles get fogged up.
Oh, okay.
And then like I remember in high school we used like Rain-X, like the stuff you use on your car, and that still wouldn't work. Still wouldn't work.
So you're strictly contacts now? Is that
Strictly contacts.
You mentioned listening to music and putting music on the locker room. What do you listen to?
Oh, my favorite rapper, Gunna.
Okay. What about the
Too hard.
what about the team as a whole? Is there something that they listen to that you don't like to listen to? Who gets to control the music in
I
there?
don't like country music. I'm sorry. I can't wrap my head around country music. But
So who's the big country music guys on the team?
I mean, MJ Webb, Wyatt. That's about it. I know MJ Webb is like a hard time country music listener, but he like in a weight room when we was lifting, Biggie Smalls came on. And he knew every single word. That surprised the mess out of me.
So you mentioned changing your number. I want to know, why did it change? And then a lot of y'all guys on the defensive line have like really low numbers. Is there a reason behind that, or just in general?
For me, it was like a big dude with a small number means like, oh, he's that guy. So like me doing that has to put myself up to that standard of playing like that guy. So that's the real reason.